On March 21, 1983, students at a school in Arrabah on the Israeli-occupied West Bank began collapsing. The symptoms reported included fainting, nausea, dizziness, and headache. The episode spread. Over the following weeks, similar collapses were reported at schools across the West Bank. By the time the outbreak was over, more than 940 Palestinian schoolgirls had been affected. The cases were concentrated in schools and predominantly affected girls. The symptoms appeared quickly and in clusters, with multiple students affected during the same school day at the same location. Israeli military authorities, who administered the occupied West Bank, suspected poisoning and said so publicly. Israeli officials suggested the outbreak might have been engineered by Palestinian militants seeking to provoke civil unrest and generate international attention. Palestinian community and political leaders offered the opposite explanation, that Israel had used chemical agents against Palestinian schoolchildren as part of its administration of the occupation. The political environment in the West Bank in 1983 was acutely charged. Palestinian residents lived under military administration. Israeli settlement expansion was ongoing. The relationship between Palestinian civilians and Israeli authorities was hostile. Each side had strong incentives to advance the interpretation most damaging to the other. The United States Centers for Disease Control, the World Health Organization, and a NATO scientific advisory panel all conducted or participated in investigations of the outbreak. All three reached the same conclusion. The evidence was consistent with mass psychogenic illness. No toxin was identified in any of the schools. No chemical or biological agent was found that could account for the pattern, timing, or distribution of the symptoms. The spread of cases between schools, the clustering of symptoms among girls, and the absence of any identified physical agent all fit the profile of psychogenic illness spreading through social transmission. The Israeli government accepted this conclusion. The Palestinian population, by and large, did not. The political framing of the episode, the accusation of chemical warfare on one side, the accusation of deliberate provocation on the other, had been established so quickly and so firmly that a neutral scientific finding had limited capacity to alter the positions of either side. The cause of the 1983 West Bank fainting epidemic, whether psychogenic or the result of a chemical or biological agent, remains disputed. No physical cause was ever identified. The scientific consensus favors mass psychogenic illness. That consensus was never accepted by the population most directly affected.